We all know that Mackinac Island fudge is the best there is, but you know what's even sweeter? It's when you can name the fudge yourself.
Yeah, and that's exactly what thousands of people did this month leading up to the one and only Fudge Festival on Mackinac Island.
And joining us right now is Steph from Mackinac Island Tourism Bureau to tell us all about it. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
We are just days away from this weekend's Fudge Festival that has everything from art to quests to, of course, the fudge, which is so fitting to have on the island, right?
Well, it's all things fudge. So we are considered the fudge capital of the world. If you actually Google that, you'll find Mackinac Island is exactly that. We have 7 fudge businesses and 13 fudge shops in our little downtown area. And if you're not familiar with Mackinac Island, downtown is only about 3.5 blocks long, so 13 fudge shops, you do the math. We have a lot of fudge and a lot of reason to celebrate here on Mackinac.
Of course, so one of the fudge festivities is the fudge naming contest that so many participated in, and actually a few Lansing residents made it to the top 20. So how exciting was it to get the response that you guys got?
It was so much fun. We had over 2,300 entries. So what we asked people to do is come up with a fun name, come up with something unique and creative. Obviously, you get bonus points if it's Mackinac Island related, and we had so many good creative entries. The winner was Crack in the Island Crunch, which a lot of people don't know. It's one of our lesser known rock formations. So everyone's familiar with Arch Rock and maybe Sugarloaf, but actually Crack in the Island is just that. It's a giant crack in the island. You can actually go visit it, and it's kind of an ode to that. So now it's up to the fudge shops to do what they want, and it will be available only during Fudge Festival this year.
Wow, we had no idea that there was a crack in the island. So you can get your hands on it this weekend at the festival, which as summer dies down, why is it a good time to go to the island?
We call September and October perfect season because it slows down a little bit, gets a little bit quieter out on the streets, not so bustling, which is nice, a nice pace, but also everything for the most part remains open, minus of course a few outdoor weather dependent activities. But for the most part, you're getting full on Mackinac Island with smaller crowds, maybe more budget-friendly prices, and then of course as the leaves begin to change, as we're getting a little ahead of ourselves into October, it's a good time to visit the island and something that you should definitely experience.
So now that we have some fudge that you sent us, any tips for the best way to enjoy it?
Recently I heard someone say that they'll slip it in their coffee because it's sugar, butter, cream. Put it in your coffee, adds a little bit of flavor, and they like it that way. And I was like, okay, now I have something new to try. I have not tried it yet, however, I've heard good things.
All right, well, thank you so much, Steph. And remember, you can find more information about the Fudge Festival by going to MackinacIsland.org. Now, let's get to trying it. You guys ready?
Yes. Yes, we have to try all of this fudge because we put it in our coffees already. And so what kind of fudge did you put in there?
So I have the double dark salted caramel. It's kind of marinating in there. I think it's dissolving, so I'm excited to try and see what this tastes like.
I have the double dark chocolate cherry walnut. I feel like that'd be great with coffee.
Yes, kind of like that sweet. And then I have the chocolate peanut butter. So we put them in the coffees and kind of let it dissolve a little bit. Should we do a cheers?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. I've never heard of this trick before, so I'm glad she shared it with us.
Oh, I do like it.
Oh, I like this.
Yes.
This bar should last us all week, actually.
So we should be doing this all the time. So very, very good trick and a great festival up on Mackinac Island. We had 2 Lansing residents, as we mentioned, that made it in the top 20, and their names that they put in were Fix the Darn Rocky Roads Fudge. And then an Island Magic Fudge. So I thought those were kind of cute.
I like Island Magic. That's cute.
Yes, yes. So I want to try, as we head into break, do you want to kind of do some fudge swapping?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I don't want anybody taking mine. You guys can swap.
No, I want the caramel. The caramel. If I say caramel, will I have a piece?
Yeah, can we have caramel?
Caramel.
Maybe. Maybe. But coming up on Studio 10, the sweets continue because WILX anchor David Andrews is joining the show to deliver us some baking news. So we'll find out what David prepared for us over the weekend in David's dish. And none of you, including David, are getting some of my caramel. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys after the break.